Hello everyone. So today I want to do a Crystal chat server project, and this is going to be probably the only video on it, maybe more, but I've never really done this before. But I just wanted to create this to show you how Crystal handles multiple connections with socket programming and how to create a simple chat server, and I think it would be very beneficial. So I'm going to do this without notes or anything, just by memory, so just bear with me if I forget anything. But I want to try to do it off the top of my head, so let's get started. So first we need to require socket and JSON, because we're going to be using JSON for the bidirectional communication, which Crystal makes it so damn easy to do. And then we're going to create a class called client, which is going to have a property socket of a type TCP socket. And this TCP socket is coming from this module, just FYI. Now we need to create a server class. And why does it do that? The property is going to be clients. We're going to store an array of clients in this property. If that makes sense. Something like that. We're going to be storing a client class in this array, and that's going to make it really easy to keep track of users, players, whatever kind of application you're creating. So we need to create a initial man, I can't spell today. Initialize method in server, and we're going to do pp server is listening on port. Oh, I forgot to create a constant port, my bad. Alright, let's close that out. So we should create the default port of our server, which is going to be 9000. Okay, so server is listening to port. Server is listening on port. How should I say this? Server is listening to new connections on port. ... Okay, so now we need to create our actual server that accepts the incoming connections. So to do that, we can just do server and then create the new TCP server there, and it's going to be port 9000. And the magic of Crystal is fibers, and fibers basically let you run execution in a fiber which is non-blocking, if that makes sense. So you can run multiple fibers. You know, your app can do a lot of things at once. I'm not really good at explaining that, but basically this is what makes it handle multiple connections, which is really good. So we can do while socket equals server dot accept. Then we can do spawn handle connection to pass in that socket that we just created right there. And this will spawn handle connection in its own fiber, which will be up here. So we can do handle connection socket, and then we can do pp new connection socket, and we can do a temp. We need to create our client, so temp client equals client new, and then we need to pass in that socket. This is very important because this socket right here matches up to this property right here. And then we can append our client to our client's property. We can do n right there. And I forgot, we need to create a send method for here and an initialize method. And send, and we can do message and command. wrap this up like this. This is a name tuple, and we're doing this because we're going to call to.json on that, and you'll see in the telnet client how useful that will be. Okay, so basically the new connection comes in, we create the instance of the client, which maps to this, and then we add that to our array, and then now we need to get new messages. So we need a loop do and create a variable that's going to store the new messages that are coming in. And shit, I forgot what do we do here. I think it's socket gets. Yeah, so this will return all the characters before a new line. And when we have that new message, we can loop through the clients and basically just send that new message with the command chat. Close that loop. And one important thing is we can do a rescue right here, and we can delete the client instance from the client's array, which is very important, because if you did not do this here, I'm pretty sure clients will get full, and that's not good. Even though Crystal is garbage collected, it's very important to keep your array, like delete stuff from your arrays when you don't need them and whatnot, because it's just better for the garbage collector and for performance. And we can type here, let's see, as disconnected. So this rescue right here is going to happen if there's any error that's going to happen with this socket. So if the user on the telnet client disconnects, then this is going to throw some error, and you can even put in here. Let's not do that for this video. But basically, if anything happens to the socket's connection, this rescue is going to be called no matter what. So that's really nice. Alright, so I'm trying to look to see what we have here. I'm pretty sure we have everything. Let's see if this compiles. Oh god. Oh my bad. Totally forgot to initiate the server. So we do server new there. Let's see what it does. Nice. So let's do one client that's connecting, and if we write a message like hey, then it will echo our message to all the clients that are on the telnet or on the server. So if I say a message here, hey, it should show up on here as well. And we should replace this with puts, because that's going to give it a new line. So we can reconnect here, reconnect here. So hi, hey, how are you? I'm good. And just to show that the client has actually been deleted from the client's array, you can do client size. Oh god. Client's size. So let's connect two more people here. We do hey here, hey here. Okay, so now if I disconnect this telnet, it should say 1, because there's 2 clients on the server right now, and then when this guy connects, this is going to be called right here. So disconnect him, client size 1. Disconnect this guy, client size 2. Very nice. So obviously there's no rate limiting, there's no custom commands implemented. This is just a simple chat server, and I hope you guys find it useful, and thank you so much for watching, and I really hope Crystal grows and gets more popular. Thank you so much.